What up, everybody? You're now tuned into Candid Conversations. I'm your host, Brandon Lampley, back today with another live stream. Got my co-host Sean Taylor again with me, and man, we're gonna get into it today. We're gonna jump straight into it. So the topic today is the time is now, and this is something I have been wanting to talk about, and me and Sean kind of talked a little bit about it, about this towards the end of one of our previous shows, and basically just talking about how what's going on in this country, where we're going, um, how things are developing, what's happening. We're in a recession, and it's not a recession coming. We're currently in one right now. How they would have the blower right here outside my door. Anyway,
Right. Always,
craziness,
man, ain't it?
always, man. But
Yeah.
um, the economic downturn and just this political stuff going on in this country, and then you don't know what's going to happen right now because we're on the hair trigger right now when it comes to a possible war. I mean, I don't want to be gloom and doom or anything like that, but I mean, the way things are looking right now, you just don't know. China could say, "Hey, we want all of this," and what you gonna do? You're gonna have to fight. Russia could say, "Hey, we want more than Ukraine, and we're gonna have to fight, man." So, most people now they're not worried about that. They're just living their lives like, "Oh, that's not gonna affect me. That's not gonna do anything." And then there's other people who do see it. And the reason I say the time is now is because, whatever you're trying to do, whatever you want to accomplish, whatever you've been dreaming about, whatever your dream is, your goals, whatever, hey, the time is now. I know we got all the built-in excuses in the world and all of that. It was COVID and we was stuck in the house, and I lost my job, or I lost this, I lost that. Fine, I got it. It's cool. You got all the excuses except the dog ate your homework. Cool, got it. But what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about your situation? How are you going to pull yourself up? Because I'm telling you like this, especially if you are a man, no one is coming to save you. Say that
Mm-mm.
all the time. It's not happening.
Mm-mm.
Nobody's coming to save you. You got to
Mm-mm.
do it yourself. We don't get that grace as men. It just
Mm-mm.
is what it is. So that's what we're
Mm-mm.
talking about today. Your time is now, and it's time to get it going, man. No more excuses.
None, zero. That brother came out the gate with it, man. Hey, man. Me and my brother used to say all the time to each other, man, boy, it's hard being a man, man. We been saying that since our 20s. So my thing about it
Yeah.
is that, man, you got to understand that and I made a post about, the world less travel is not an easy one, so
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of times, man, just like Brandon said, the world is going in a different direction, and fellas, no one is coming to save us. So we can't look for the road less traveled. We can't look for an easy way out, because man, I don't know why that easy thing just be keep that word easy just keep popping up, don't it be? It just
Yeah.
keeps popping up. That easy is like the bad luck schlep rock that was on the Flintstone. Every time you show up, things just happen wrong. See, man,
Mm-hmm.
nothing comes from easy, man. And if if you looking for easy, it's almost like you are looking for the bad luck schlep rock from Flintstones. It's easy gonna turn this back on you. So fellas, no one's coming to save us. So we got to make the difficult choices. Like B, you said on the podcast last night how, man, to be prepared, to better prepare yourself out here for what's going on, fellas. Get your health right, get your
Yeah.
fitness right, man. Get your stamina game up right, man. I mean, get yourself in shape, man. Because listen, man, that body, man, that's your temple, man. You got to do it. If that ain't right, man, I don't know what you're gonna do. I don't know. But the road less traveled, it's not an easy one, and that's why. But a lot of people look for an easy way out. That's why they change they alternate routes and courses. Man, if you're trying to leave something, or you want to leave an imprint on your children, legends aren't born, man. They are built. They are forged through time and pain, and pretty much, man, a lot of hurt and the pressure, like a diamond. I mean, it's going to come out, but you got to be able to take that hard road and make those hard, difficult decisions, man. The time is now. Why? B say the time is out, man. Well, pretty much time don't wait on no man or no woman, no girl or boy. It's going to go on with you or without you. So now you have to become proactive. You got to start on the necessary things you need to start on now, man. I'm telling you, B done talked about this. We have talked about this. Man, the world has changed. And you do not want to get caught out here with your pants down, bro. You do not. So it's better and man, you got not only do you need to prepare physically, but boy, you better start preparing mentally because you're gonna need that mental. As if you look at what's going on in our world today, you're gonna need that mental. That mental need to be so strong because that mental is gonna be a part of your saving grace.
Yeah, absolutely. Shoot, and I would dare say that, shoot, back in the day, the boogeyman was, forces outside of this country and other countries and their threat to us and whatnot. But dare I say that the biggest threat to the people here is here.
Hmm.
It's what y'all put in place. It's a lot of stuff that people voted for. I mean, we don't jump the shark on so much stuff, man. I seen where it's a hospital in Boston that's doing like gender reassignment for like children, teenagers, man. All that stuff, whether they want to transition and all of that. Seeing gender reveals at pride parades where girls coming out as boys, boys coming out as girls. From the drag shows at elementary schools, and I'm just looking at this and I'm like, yo, how did it come this far? How did it come this far, seemingly so fast? But it's been gradual. And see, what the problem is that when you think you're being progressive, you think you're going along with the woke. What they do is they present it as one thing, but then they always bring other things behind it.
Hmm.
That's the problem. So what you think is, oh, okay, yeah, that seems like that's good for everybody. Then they bring in something else behind it. It's the same thing they do to black people all the time. You think they're putting something in place for black people, but actually it's not really for black people. They'll put it up on the umbrella of minorities. So it's for people of other races and white women. Just like affirmative action. You say, oh, that's for black people. Nah, no, the ones who are gonna benefit from most is white women. I mean, it just is what it is because they're a minority. So, um, with that being said, we're not coming back. It is it is what it is. I'm sorry to tell you, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So even knowing that, like Sean said, what you have to do, you got to get your mental straight, man. You have to, you have to, because the thing that they fear the most is masculinity. Just point blank, period. As a man, this point blank, they don't. It's not alpha, not beta, sigma, all this other crap. No, it's masculinity. They demonize that the most. They demonize you just being a man. You know.
Yeah, yeah. It's being a man right now, man. If you are an alpha male, man, you are for the few alpha males that's out there, man. It's and I keep saying all the time, my mom used to say, the alpha males become instinct, man. They trying to get you to become lesser. They trying to get you to water yourself down to where um, you're not a threat, so to speak. They're pretty
Yeah.
much want you to go from being an alpha to being powder puff soft. And now, fellas, here's the thing: we need balance in all areas of our life.
Yeah.
But the part of the alpha, the part of the male, there has to be a certain level of toughness, a certain level of gladiator, a certain level of fight, a certain level of you um, staying on your purpose, man. A man who there's something about a man on his purpose, man, because he don't have time to entertain the nonsense and the BS, and he is not going to allow you to tell you to allow you to tell him who he is as a man. He's gonna have a big problem with that. You darn near gonna have to kill that dude because that dude knows who he is, man. And so, fellas, also, man, we gotta also think, man, we have to start disciplining ourselves better as men. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. While failure is definitely simply a few errors in judgment which we make, repeated every day, it is the cumulative weight of our disciplines and our judgments, which
Yeah.
is why that leads us as men to um, either fortune or failure. So we got to understand, man, that we have to start practicing simple disciplines when it comes to who we are as men. But you got to practice that daily, every day. So a lot of y'all, if you have lost your alpha, you need to try to get your alpha back. You
Yeah.
can get your alpha back, but you have to take it and never relinquish your alpha again. Because man, I'm a strong believer. My mom used to tell me all of this, Sean. Whatever you lose, the big man upstairs is going to give you the right pieces in place that are for you. You know,
Mm-hmm.
um, fellas, man. This and B. I don't know what you think about this, man. And this may be going off topic, but you know, B. We'll probably talk about that another again. But we'll probably talk about we'll talk about that on our next show. But that is something that we all need to understand and we need to learn, especially as men, man, because again, man, the world is definitely going in the direction, and we have, well, not we, but a lot of you guys don't even know what's coming,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it's on the
And yeah.
horizon.
Yeah. And us being it, one thing about it, the pendulum always swings back. So with what they've tried to do, and what basically they're trying to get men to man down, and it's pretty much it's wasted a lot of guys. It's like guys, they gone and they're not coming back. They're done. You go ahead and stick a fork in them. But the pendulum is always gonna swing back, and those men who they told to man down, they're gonna be looking at those same guys when the shit hit the fan. They're gonna be like, hey, we need y'all to man up. We need y'all to be men again. Hey, Alpha, wait, where the Alpha's at? We need help. We need you to do this. And for the most part, it's a lot of guys. They're gonna be looking at them with that glazed look in their eye like a caged tiger. Like, I don't know what you want me to do. I'm domesticated now. My claws are gone. I've been, you know. So it's going to is that time is going to be tough. But as a
Wow.
man, your best option right now is to govern yourself and govern your family.
Right.
That's your best option right now, man. You need to strengthen your family, prepare them for whatever there is to come, whether it's going to be food shortages. You don't know. We have power outages. You just don't know. I mean, these are things that I never thought about growing up. Being a young man, you never think about these things because we live in such a peaceful time and times of comfort where everything is plentiful. But shoot, they get it. They had just a chink in the supply chain, Sean, and dude, the shelves looking a little empty. I say, man, it's so that's all it take. That's all it take is a little bug and some supply chain issues, and I got less Captain Crunch on the shelves. That's probably, I don't know about you, man, but that's problematic.
Hey, it is, man. It is, man. So I mean, again, man, you know why, man? Society is distracting you with so much other stuff, so you can't
Yeah,
pay attention to what's going on currently.
yeah,
Like you have a right side and then you got a left side. You got the left side, man. They so engulfed in the distractions of society. But then you got
mm-hmm.
just a few, not a lot, which I call the narrow road on the right side. That's a very narrow road. Ain't that many people on that road.
Mm-mm.
So they know what's going on. Those are the people who are pretty much uh, just very insightful, and they're seeing beyond what you are looking at. You're just seeing what's in front of you. The people on the narrow road, they're seeing beyond that. They see the true story.
Yeah,
And the people on the left is told, those are the people, those are the lost ones. Those are the lost ones. And you can't tell them nothing because they've been so finessed for so many years. That's all they know because they haven't opened up their mind to learn anything new. So that's what they go with. They always going to go behind or go with the society standard. So society already has them, but society wants everybody. But society's not going to be able to get those faithful few on the right. they're too mentally strong for it, and they call them bullshit.
Yeah.
They pretty much call in they bluff because they know what the real is, and they're not gonna make no moves because they got this many people over here. They got such a high capacity over here of people. They kind of thinking in the back of their mind, well, if they forces get bigger over there on the right on that narrow road, they could become a whole problem. So how are we gonna diffuse that situation? I'm telling you, man. B is telling y'all a warning, man, that the world is changing, man.
Yeah.
Boy, y'all better see that, man.
Yeah.
Y'all got
I
to see that.
heard a guy talking about it, Sean, and he was like, man, he say if you was born prior to 95, you understand how much it has changed, how much the US has changed, and just freedom ain't free anymore. You know,
Mm-mm.
it's not the same anymore. I mean, just thinking about it, just think about it. They had you locked down under lock and key over a bug that had a 99% survival rate for 2 years. Shut your businesses down. Had other the big businesses got even bigger. They took all that PPP money. They got richer. The rich got richer in those 2 years.
Oh yeah.
The rich got richer. So that the basically the middle class has pretty much all but disappeared in a matter of a couple of years. There's no more middle class. There's the working class, and then there's the elites. That's what you got. I mean, it's just what it is. You got to go to work every day. You a part of the working class. That's
Yep.
just what it is.
Period. Period, man. And we're not as a people, man. We're just not, man. We're just not. We're just definitely not paying attention, man.
No.
And that's so sad. And what's so sad, man. It is right in front of you. It's right in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
But again, like I said, they got so many people
Uh-oh. I think so. Let me see. Yep. Hopefully he
you
comes
know,
back. Okay, there you
and
go.
and fellas, we got to understand, man. There's no change where there's no action of fear. If if fellas, if you're afraid to stand up into your position you were born in as a man, there can be no change because where there's fear, there can't be no change. You too afraid to change. You too
Yeah.
afraid. You too afraid of if I change, if I stand in who the big man upstairs meant for me to be, um, I may lose this woman. Well, you know what, loser.
Yeah.
You loser, man. I mean, listen, man, listen. There are going to be casualties of war, so to speak, when it comes to this direction that this world is actually going into. And if you don't have a real one on your side anyway, they're gonna bail on you anyway. So you might as well cut your losses now.
Yeah.
They're going to bail, because right now you have stepped outside of your alpha and you have stepped in something, I don't know, a beta role or simp role, whatever role that you're in. I don't know what role you're in, and that's not my business. But all I'm saying is this: if you gonna rock the boat based off standing in your true manhood, then that person was going to leave you eventually, and you don't want anything that's used to easy when it comes to you. You appeasing, you being passive, and all this stuff and all that stuff, whatever, whatever, whatever. Easy never lasts long term.
No. Nope. Nope. It doesn't. And
It doesn't last long term.
um, and as a man, I'm telling you, gentlemen, I know they want you to be empathetic and sympathetic and be in tune with your emotions and be that vulnerable man and all of that. But dude, you got to have ice in your veins about your purpose and going forward.
Hmm.
Because if it does not add to the progress of your process, if it's holding you down in any way, you can't afford that now. You can't. I'm sorry. Sorry. And it don't matter who it is. You gotta have ice in your veins. There's a guy. His name is a tech lead, and he was married, and his wife divorced him, and she took their son. She went back to Japan. I think he's Chinese, and she's from Japan, and but I think he was born here, and she left, went to Japan, absconded with him, put him on child support. He was in Japan the other day trying to see the kid, and they put him in. The cops came and they arrested him because she's like, oh, he had put hands on me, he abusing the kid, and he ain't even seen the kid in a year. And she's doing all these things to him, and he's been doing so much to try to get to his kid, and trying to rectify the situation. He's been messaging her, trying to talk to her, and I was just listening to him talk about it, and I was like, you've done all you can, man.
Right.
I'm sorry. It is what it is. You got to move on. Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, that's your kid. That's your son. You love him. But long as she is that way, she's doing what she's doing, dude, you going to lose all type of sleep. He going to grade
Mm-hmm.
early. He's going to
Mm-hmm.
lose money. He's going to lose everything.
Right.
You're not on your purpose anymore because this is distracting you from your purpose now. And
Right.
dude, that's when the ice in the veins comes in. Like, okay, you know what? This is how you want it. I'll pay what I got to pay, but I'm done. I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
And I was
Yeah.
like, and back in the day, I was like, I would never have that mentality, man. I would always, but dude, when I see it now, I'm like, dude, you can't afford it. You can't afford to have that amount of energy placed
Mm-mm.
somewhere else. You can't.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You can't, man. You can't, man. And just like Brandon is talking about, fellas, you can't let the concept of change scare you as much as the concept of staying stuck with that same type of mindset that society wants you to have as a man. Society, just like Brandon said, it is trying to pretty much setting up all these different provisions to emasculate the men. So you can't, again, like I said, I'm gonna repeat it. You can't let the concept of change scare you as much as the concept of staying stuck with that same mindset, man. You should be always challenging your mind to constantly stay transiting and evolving towards your purpose. A man that's
Yeah.
on his purpose, he say what he means what he says, man. He's not dummying back on it. He's not watering down. It is what it is. Now, the virtuous woman who's looking for that type of man, she ain't gonna rock the boat. There's not gonna be no levels of resistance with her because she is that virtuous woman. Now, can I say wholeheartedly and honestly that every woman in the world is virtuous? Hell to the no. We not even talking about I would say maybe 20%. And I'm reaching. It's a big percentage out of 100% of our nation population, but when you look at 20% compared to 80%, that's a small number.
Yep.
A virtuous woman, one of the virtuous women, me and Brandon we was fortunate to have as a guest on the podcast last night. That girl was speaking that girl was spitting knowledge.
Yeah.
But the virtuous woman's vernacular is totally going to be different from the woman who's not virtuous. The virtuous woman's mindset is going to be totally different from the woman who's not virtuous. The way she speaks, the way she moves, the way she talks, the way she eloquently talks to her man. She treat him like he's a millionaire and this dude just working a normal blue collar 8 to 5 job. But she treats him. But
Yeah.
see, the virtuous woman, she looks not from her physical, she looks from her soul and her spirit. She's looking from she has a different vision. And she
Yeah.
knows what her purpose is, and it's going to be in alignment that most women ain't even there yet. The virtuous woman, man, let me tell you something, man. I hear people say that they're a rare breed. I'm a rare breed, I'm a rare breed, and a rare breed. And I know you, and I've had conversations with you, but there's nothing in your conversations, and there's nothing in your mindset that speaks virtuous to me. Nothing.
Yeah.
Because your diet, if you didn't see that podcast, you want to know what a virtuous woman sounds like and talk like, go look at the podcast from last night. Now, the virtuous women gonna be like, okay, they're gonna be on board. The women that's not virtuous gonna have a whole problem with what that virtuous woman said last night. Now, me and Brandon, it ain't like we coached her or we egged her on. We sitting there just as shocked.
Yeah.
Brandon, was you shocked at what came out that
Yeah.
woman's mouth as much as I
Yeah.
was? Dude,
Yeah.
I was
We didn't hear that
baffled.
today. Yeah.
Brandon, I was so shocked to hear a woman talk like that. I was like, I was baffled. I was like, man, am I high? Am I too high? I mean, did I know? Because I was sipping on a little something, you know. I said, man, I had to look at that drink like, man, what's in this drink? You know, because I'm like, you don't hear that. It's
Yeah.
not commonplace. So I'm looking at Brandon. I'm like, I'm looking at you, and I'm like, God, dog, do Brandon hear what I'm hearing? Man,
Yeah.
I didn't even know. Man, I was so baffled. I really didn't know what to say next. When what's that thing she said? And Brandon, we was both like, wait, you're taking it too far now.
Oh, the way
What was that that
the
she
way they
said? And
dress,
you
the way
said,
they
you
dress
say,
today.
whoa, you're
Yeah.
taking it too far.
She's like,
What was that she said?
the way women dress today. She
Oh
brought that up. I
yeah.
said, you can't attack that. I said, dude, they went after Monique about that. When Monique went after them about them bonnets, man,
Oh man.
they took Monique to task about them bonnets, boy.
Boy,
They
they
defended
wanted
wearing them
they
bonnets.
darn near wanted to lynch her.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Hey, Robin Brooks say, she's talking about really only 20%. Hey, it is what it is. And she say,
Robin, I'm talking. Robin, you know I love you, and Robin, I know you part of that 20% because I know you. I knew your mother. I know you. I know the type of woman you are. You are in that 20%. But Robin, coming from a place of love, and as a man, I'm coming sitting in this man seat by what I see on a daily basis and what I hear. So, based off of the consensus, that's the number. And Robin, maybe I need to bump it up 5%, Robin, 10%. But Robin, that number ain't light skin. I love you to death. Robin, you my girl. Now let's call a spade a spade. You know that number ain't high. You know that number ain't high. Now are you in that virtuous woman number? Yeah, because I know who you is. I know how you talk. I know how you is. So you're a virtuous woman in my book. And I'm not saying that because you my girl, you my ace and all that. No, but I know you know you.
yeah,
And I know the pedigree that you came from. So,
yeah, yeah.
Not everybody is in that boat. Not everybody's in that boat though.
Right. See, how many men look to her soul and her spirit? Yeah.
There you
How
go.
many do?
That's true. That's true, Robin. That's so true. That's
Yep.
so true. That's so true.
Those ones, hey, we see them. They get in mess all the time. The ones who don't, you know.
Oh yeah.
They say it. She say she just believes it's more than 20%, and it can be more than 20%.
Right,
but one thing
right.
I will say, we know it ain't the majority. I can tell you that right now.
No, it is definitely now. I'm not even going to sit up here and I can't even sign off a campaign on that lie. No, it is not the majority. It is
It
not.
ain't not even 51%. It ain't 51. No.
Now, Robin, I didn't say that. Now, that's what B said.
No, absolutely not. No way.
She gonna have a one-off on you after this call.
Hey, it is what it is because
right.
The thing, what she's thinking from, she's thinking about how she is, and maybe some of the women who she knows.
Right.
But it's different. I tell you, like the way your mother, my mother, those women are becoming rare today. You don't have women like that no more today. Man, they can't even cook today. You talking about they virtuous?
What? Oh my God, man! Man, come on, let's not. Do we have to get on that segment, right? Oh my God, that's just, and see, and this is my thing. What I love, which I didn't understand, I never understood it growing up. I didn't understand why my grandmother was putting, before I was even 4, stacking telephone books for me to wash dishes, teaching me how to iron clothes. My mom teaching me how to wash clothes. They teaching me how to cook. I'm like, man, why they, you growing up as a boy, why they teaching me all this woman stuff? I mean, I'm young. I'm like 11. Like, why they teaching me all this woman stuff? Now, I'm not gonna say that because my mom, my grandma, my auntie, they was quick to give you the backhand. So I'm just sitting there, but I'm thinking, why are they showing me all this women stuff? Well, I got tired of going through it, but when I became 15 and 16 and My mom sat me down. She said, "You know why I'm teaching you? You know why we taught you and Lynn how to cook, clean a house, clean a bathroom, take care of things, wash your clothes, iron your clothes, because we wanted you to be self-sufficient as a man." And this is my mom's philosophy. This was her philosophy. She said, "The only thing I need you to truly depend on a woman about, Sean, is companionship. You don't need her to cook for you because you know how to cook for yourself. So if she don't want to cook, you ain't gonna sit there and starve. You can go up there and cook like the best of them. You know, you could clean a house better than most women, and you can wash clothes. You know how to do everything. You need her for companionship. You can work and make your own money. She ain't paying your bills. And I'm not asking you to pay, I ain't asking you for a dime or a dollar. You ain't gonna be able to say out your mouth, "Oh, he came and he asked me for money today." No, 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 no. I'm not asking you for nothing. Because my mom always used to say, she said, "Listen, I want you to stand on your own and take care of yourself so you don't have to depend on them for anything." Because once you do that, you gonna hear it again. You gonna see it again. This old sorry Negro ain't doing nothing. He ain't working or whatever, whatever. I'm gonna keep a job. I don't care if it's a piece of job or two, three pieces of job that end up to one job or whatever the case may be. I'm gonna get out there and work because a man job, he supposed to go out there and work. A man should be the first one to leave the house and be the last person to come home. That's just my old school theory that Louise instilled in me.
Yeah.
So I know how to do all those things. So, because you got men, man, they'll work all day. I mean, they'll work, or they'll get home 4 or 5 hours before they woman do, and sitting on her waiting on a meal.
Yeah.
I mean, that's today's men. But Gwen, Auntie Deborah, and Louise taught me how to cook. So I'm like, I ain't sitting up and start. Yeah, babe, I got something in there for the in the. I done whipped up something, whatever, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, you.
Yeah.
So fellas, man, we gotta, you gotta be self-sufficient out here, man. You got to be, man, in all
Yeah.
aspects of self-sufficiency.
See, this isn't the topic today, ma'am. She said,
No.
"What makes her a virtuous woman?" That definition, we can go all day in that. I'll just say for the short version, we're not looking for perfection. You looking for a woman who's going to add to the progress of your process. Somebody who's going to add value and bring value to my life. Someone who's not a me first type of person. I mean, and let's be honest, you know, they're prioritizing themselves today. They will tell you straight up they're prioritizing themselves today, and they don't do this, they don't do that, and it's all about them, and it's looking what you can do for them and how you can serve them. That's what they're looking for today. Not how can I help this man? How can I make it easier? How can we, as a couple, how can we get to another level? They're not thinking about that. And dude, when we talk about women like this, and fellas talking about your time is now, because dude, if you're not dealing with women, if you're dealing with women who's slowing you down, who's an anchor right now, you gotta cut dead weight, man. I'm
You
sorry.
have to. You
You
have
gotta
to.
cut dead weight. They said,
And that's a
she said,
hard decision.
yeah. She said, I know it's a totally different now, but it's still a lot of them that may not look like you want them to on the outside. No, yeah, and this is true. This is true. I mean, you find that out as you get older as a man. I mean, we
Right.
all went through the phase, just like women. Y'all go through the phases where, hey, I only want this type of dude. I only like light skinned dudes. I only like tall dudes. I only like dark skinned dudes. I only like dudes with this and dudes with that. So we all go through those things. You learn and you grow. But
Mm.
dude, you gotta, men. It's time. You gotta cut the dead weight. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She's not adding anything to you. That's a liability. It's not an asset. It's going to hold you down.
Right.
And now, and in these coming years, as things get tighter, because when men feel the squeeze, women feel the squeeze even worse because they depend on us. I don't care what they say, all that strong independent crap. Which I talked about it last night. That average everyday man keep this country running. We depend on them day in and day out. And when the average everyday man feels the squeeze, everybody's going to feel the
Feel
squeeze.
the squeeze. That's
And for
so
all of
true.
them talking, yammering, doing all that now when they start to feel the squeeze and they talking about they coming all humble, those are chameleons. Soon as you take them in, they gonna heel turn on you. They gonna hit you with the wrestling heel turn where they could be good, and all of a sudden you in the middle of the ring and you think they about to help you, and then they rock bottom you. They done heel turned on you. I'm telling you, that's how it go. All she do, hey, they not looking for love, they looking for help. I'm sorry.
So here's the thing. So here's the thing, man. Eh, freaking Brandon. So how do you know? How do, this is a part I'm gonna just piggyback off what Brandon said about uh, uh, the woman that's holding you back. You know, the woman that's holding you back is the woman that's who says I, me, and mine. I, me, and mine. Everybody pretty much wants automatic everything. You know, they want the perfect this, they want the perfect that, without no work putting in. And I just said, my mom warned me this for years, but boy, was I so honest. She said, buddy, again, my mom gave me the playbook, and I said last night, I said, nobody has ever played me. Sean Patrick Taylor has played himself because Gwen has taught me. When I say she has taught me thoroughly, now think about all the years this woman was my mom for 60 some years. So she didn't gave me information pretty much every year of my life that where I could talk and comprehend it. So, but she always said, you know, and I spoke about this earlier about that looking for easy thing. My mom said, you got to run for the hills and you got to run like you a track star because that's going to be that easy thing. That thing that's looking for easy is not going to be long term for you, Sean. It's going to be a deterrence. It's going to be a distraction from your purpose, like Brandon was saying, and it's going to be holding you back. That person that says I, me, and mine, that person is a person who's about themselves. And they have that weak society microwave mentality. So they need to be with a weak partner because we in Sean's house over here where I'm sitting, we work from a place of strength over here. No weak, watered down layups or lay me downs. It's about the grind, it's about the hustle. But we got to both be coming together collectively to build up this empire together. It's like Miss Carol said, you got to, what did she say? I like the way she said it, man. She had some dope ways how she just put words together.
Yeah, she has some gems.
I like how she said I don't know how she said it, the help meet in the middle
Mm-hmm.
or something like that she said that was so dope last night. And if you don't have that type of mentality, that man is pretty much on his own. Two heads are better than one. You know, so to piggyback off of what Brandon says, what that does, that is holding that man back. And when he feels pressure, everybody feels that pressure.
Yeah.
But the pressure can be a little bit alleviated when you have a real true blue partner, not someone who's looking for lay me downs and you know, layups, you know,
Yeah.
weak layups.
Yeah,
Mm,
absolutely. And
mhm.
it's easy to talk about it, but can you be a man when things aren't going well? Can you be a man? Hey, when you're threatened with, man, maybe she'll leave, or maybe this person won't accept me, or maybe people are going to look at me differently, or somebody they're going to shame me, for thinking this way. Man, dude, people will respect you more if you say what you mean and mean what you say, and you
Right.
don't tap dance and shuffle and all of that. You'll get by much more and have a lot more respect from a lot more people. Hey, you say what you mean and mean what you say. Hey, you say
Yeah.
what you want. You say what you want about Trump. He is what he is. But hey, people, hey, that they when he speaks, and things he says, people respect that. And some people call him people stupid or whatever, however, whatever. But one of the reasons he got the following he has is because of how he speaks and how he says it. He doesn't mince words. He's like, hey, it is what it is. It's this. Well, his politics are what they are, agree or disagree. But him being a masculine man, yeah, that's what it's about. you know,
Right.
and not a lot. But that's one of the issues today, man. Where as a man, we haven't been taught to prioritize ourselves. We've been taught to prioritize other people, and you think that, okay, well, I have to acquiesce to get this result. I have to do this for her to get that result. I have to do this with these people to get that result. No, how about you say no? How about you hit them with the hell no and say that, hey, that don't serve me. That's not the direction I'm going. That's not what I want to do, and that's not what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do, and be like, you know what? You do whatever you want to do. I'll be over here. Can you do
Mm,
that? Can you do that? Because if you
right.
can't do that, when it hits the fan, you're going to be a you're going to be a lemming. You're going to be an NPC. You're going to be somebody who has no control over their life, and you have to go with the flow. I'm not
Yeah,
doing that.
yeah, and you're gonna be miserable, man,
Yeah,
because
absolutely miserable.
you didn't stand up and my mom always said, Sean, you got to stand up and talk to yourself even when it's difficult. When my mother, I had an unfathomable, just a newfound, just a new way, just a new respect to her when she said this, which it still shocks me today when I repeat it. My mom told me, she looked me square in the face and she was dead serious. She said, Sean, you stand up for what's right and what you truly believe in your heart and your mind, even if it's against me. That was one of the realest things that, I remember that she told me. And she said, Sean, I'm a woman. And if you have to stand on your purpose when it even comes to your mother respectfully, that's how I raised you to be. She said, weak men don't stand up when it comes to their purpose. And you got to understand, my mom had to say, you can't allow what a woman, her negative opinions, uh, you can't give her negative opinions the power to direct your path. Because if she ain't in line with your past, not your past, but your path, she's not going to be on the road when it comes to your purpose. She's not going to be on that journey with you.
Yeah,
She has to get in line because my mom was always, she's like, Sean, you were born a leader. And the problem is these women ain't allowing men to lead. And when a man's trying to lead, they just trying to overbear the whole situation. There's so much friction and resistance, and it's like, that's not what you need. That's just going to cause problems further on down the road. She's got to line up with you know, um, with the direction of your path is going. Because every man has a path, and if he's supposed to be that leader of that entire situation, that foundation, she has to follow suit. Maybe she can see some things along. Maybe she can see the snipers in the trees that he don't see, and she can warn him or whatever. But she has his back. She's helping meeting him to the point of where he actually needs her to be. So it's like, hey, I got you, but if there's level of resistance and this dude's trying to take us to this positive direction and he is really working on things that's bigger than him, that's going to be beneficial to us and our foundation, if she is rocking the boat against that, again, it's going to be a distraction. And what it's going to do is, like you said, it's just going to hold him back.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah,
Yeah.
man. So, man, this was a good, man. So, give me your final thoughts. So we're gonna get on up out of here.
All right, my final thoughts about this, and fellas, this is for you, man, because you got, it's sad to see. I know I sit in a place of strength, and I know I'm way stronger than a lot of men out there mentally, physically, and emotionally, psychologically. And I see just how the weakness has beat them down. Don't give up on you because she gave up on you. Don't stop
Yeah.
believing in you because she stopped believing in you. Don't let what she thinks influence what you know. It doesn't matter how many people quit on you guys. What's important is that you don't quit on yourself. Never let how these people feel out here change how you feel about yourself. They don't walk in your shoes. So stop again, stop giving their opinions power.
Yeah.
You have to stop. That's my final thought.
Absolutely. Hey man, you guys, hey, you got to have ice in your veins. I'm gonna preach that. Hey, like the old pimp say, baby, hey, I'm ice cold, baby, I'm ice cold. And you gotta have ice in your veins,
You
man,
have
because
to, man.
people are they're gonna play on your emotions and they're gonna try to shame you. They're gonna
They
try to
will.
bring out the moral police. They're gonna do everything they can to get you to do what they want you to do. And you
Mhm.
got to have the ice in your veins. You gotta say, hey, look, listen, draw the line in the sand. And it's easy as standing your ground. Standing your ground. And but this is the thing. You got to be willing to walk alone after you do that.
That's right.
That's
You
just what
was
it
it.
is.
It's gonna be I'm telling you, fellas, it's gonna
It's
be
a
a
long, hard road.
lonely walk, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lonely walk. Cause once you stand on your purpose, man, not everybody's gonna buy into that.
Nope.
Not everybody,
No.
but stand your ground because the right person is gonna come along and they're gonna love everything about it.
Yeah.
You're gonna be everything that they are looking for. And there's not gonna be no static or whatever. Yeah, y'all may get some bumps in the road, but she's gonna be a true partner. Ride or die, money, no money, car, no car. It's not about that with her. It's about you. It's about y'all partnership. It's not about how much you can buy or what can you do and and buying her boobs and getting things tucked for her. It's not about her being catered to. You
Yeah.
know, you got little boys and little women on the left hand side, and you got real women and real men on the right hand side, and that's a narrow road. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Drop
man,
those people who want to live the lifestyles of the broken famous.
that joker's
Drop them. Drop them.
that
Because hey,
joker's
we
so
you
that
talk you
joker.
said it this morning when we was working out, Sean. You said this
What?
morning, people they ain't living the life they talking about they living. They putting
Oh,
on that
what were we? What
persona.
was we? B, what was we talking about when I said that? What were we talking about?
Huh? You were saying the women out here they be acting like they living their best life and they got it all together, but you already know they done already told you, you done already seen what they
You
really got going on
because
behind the
you
scenes.
didn't had you didn't had not a conversation but conversations with them. You know they whole mo and their background and everything, and you know they
Yeah,
faking the front. First of all, when you are trying to convince people who don't even know you, America, whatever, internet, social media, that you live in your best life, you are doing way too much. They should automatically see that you live in your best life without you even speaking on it.
yeah,
Boom.
yeah.
Ooh, that was a little heat right there. That was a little heat.
Mm. There's a little heat right there. But yeah,
You know,
that's what I call it, Sean. It's lifestyles of the broken famous because these
like
people
that boy
they
say,
they
lifestyles in a broken
they want to look like the stars. They want to have what the stars have, but these people straight up broke. They are. They straight up broke. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A flat tire wrecked their whole plan. So come on, man. Just stop playing, man. Stop. I hate that. I hate that so much. But oh my God. But hey, it is what it is. Those are the people who are caught up in this lifestyle. They trying to put on, and those are the ones who gonna do when it hits the fan. Them the ones gonna be scrambling the hardest because they be like, man, this Gucci belt ain't gonna help me in war. Nah, that ain't gonna help you at all, dog. Nah, that hey hand to hand combat coming. Oh, we ain't got no guns. Nah, he coming at you with his hands. What you gonna do? Just hey, it is what it is, dog. What you gonna do? Your
Mm-mm-mm.
time is now. You need to figure it out now. The time is now.
Got
You need
to.
to get it together now. Today's the day. I'm telling you. Man, I appreciate
Yeah.
y'all for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Sean, tell them where they can find you on all the social medias.
You can find me, Sean Taylor. That's my regular page. Tailor Made Training for You. That's my business Facebook page. TikTok, Tailor Made 2169 at Driven Not Motivated on Instagram. My website, tailormadetrainingforyou.net. Y'all can find me, man. I'm all over the place, bro. all over the place.
Yes, sir. And we will be back. I think next one will be on Sean, so it'll probably be
Right,
sometime next week, but we'll get it
right,
ironed out, man. But I
right.
appreciate y'all for tuning in. We are out of here.
Be
Peace
easy.
out, y'all.
Peace.